Yo, 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 Monday with Molly, birthday edition. Well, hello everybody. As per usual, you're on YouTube. If you like the videos, if they're helping you, the people you care about, please go ahead and subscribe, share. The whole purpose of making these is to help as many people as possible. So I'm coming to you from Forest Lawn Cemetery. It's a really popular, large historical cemetery here in Buffalo, New York. It's just a good place to come and let's go for a walk. I'm listening to an audio book and it's just peaceful. So this video is about turning your greatest pain into your greatest gift. And why I thought about this is my birthday is coming up this week, and I think just like New Year's Day, birthday, certain dates in history that are important to you, it's a great time to reflect. And so I started thinking okay, I was thinking hey, what was I doing last year on my birthday? And then the year before, etc. And I was very fortunate. Last year I was able to spend my birthday on a humanitarian trip to Africa to help build schools, which was amazing. And then the year before, I took a bucket list trip, guided tour through the Grand Canyon and Havasupai Falls, which was amazing. But the whole thing about why I'm sharing that is because that got me thinking. And if you follow me on Instagram at FlipYour20, you know I'm all about the real and not just the highlight reel. Oh, look at me, I took trips, not the point. But those trips, and the trip I was supposed to take this year, 35 years in the making, to Wimbledon, obviously got canceled. So I look at, I look and I say, how was I so fortunate to be able to take those trips? So if you just look at it on face value, it seems like, oh, you're going on trips, big deal, or brag about it. But the truth is, I was able to take those trips because of the work I'm doing now, and writing my book and speaking across the U.S. and Canada with students and teachers and parents about resilience. And in the whole title of my book is Creating the Champion Within: How to Get Up When Life Knocks You Down. And being able to take so much pain and shame and trauma that I had experienced and lived through as a kid and as a teenager, and didn't deal with it for 20 years, finally starting to do the work about 11 years ago at counseling, it allowed me to take my greatest pain and shame and flip my 20 on it, get help, and turn it into my greatest gift and strength. And the same is true for you. And again, my birthday's coming up, so I reflect a lot. Had I not done that work, I wouldn't be able to make a living doing what I'm doing. And so many students and teachers have been helped by it. And I'm grateful for that. I'm proud of it. I never take any trip for granted when I'm speaking somewhere. But it's because of that, and doing the hard work to be okay and to deal with it and speak about it and write about it, that's allowed me to take those trips I mentioned. So it's really, I think for me, I like to go back to the story of origin. Okay, but how did you get from where you were to where you are now? Same thing with anything, any documentary I watch. I love documentaries. Oh, by the way, I am safe here. Got a nice little curb here off the road. So cemetery's busy today. But I love documentaries, watching. I don't want to see someone on the summit of the mountain. I mean, you can show that for a little bit. I want to see the story of origin. What was the climb? What was the struggle? How many times did you fall down? I will celebrate that summit. I will celebrate the rise, but I want to know the junk you went through, the stuff, the struggle. Because that's where I think where that resilience comes from in developing that street cred. And the same is true for you. Look, I hear from kids all the time. I hear from students I haven't seen in 2 or 3 years, struggling with something and thinking this is it, and how will I ever get over this, or it's too hard or too painful, or I just don't know what to do. And to be able to share that or give some kind of guidance or advice is, I don't take it lightly. And I'm just glad 11 years ago I asked for help and went to go to counseling, because none of this would have happened without it. And in addition to that, coming to a cemetery, which might seem kind of like creepy sometimes, and you look at all these people from, I think I saw some from the late 1700s, some headstones. And just look at all these people and what their lives were. And I often think too, like, you know, we get caught up in the day-to-day things, or the don't sweat the small stuff, and a lot of us sweat the small stuff. Is, I think, and I started thinking this after my grandpa passed away 4th of July 2016, and I saw him take his last breath. Prior to that, I was super creeped out about death. It freaked me out. But seeing him go peacefully, completely, it was a flip year 20, and I was like, and so ever since that time, I've often thought, when I'm on my deathbed, whenever that is, sooner or later, I don't know, I want to be able to look back and say I've lived a full life. I've given back. I haven't only taken, but I've given back. I've been a good, decent human being. I did things my way with, integrity and discipline and humor and love and all that. But I often think of that. And sometimes coming to a cemetery helps me. And again, it's birthday week, so I do a lot of reflecting. But, I throw that out to you and invite you to, like, usually our biggest challenge, the biggest struggle, especially when you're in it, it's hard and you don't even know if you can see a way out. But you just keep moving forward, and eventually you look back and you're like, that was one of the best learning experiences. It doesn't mean you're like clicking your heels loving it, but it's one of the best learning experiences, or it pivoted your life for the better, or it completely transformed who you were and has given you a better perspective on things. And that's the whole point of it. I often say the struggle is the gift. The struggle is the gift. If you choose to see it that way and you choose to do the work. So I'm looking forward to celebrating my birthday, doing quite a bit of hiking, and celebrating that I'm able to do that. So I hope this helps you to do some reflecting, celebrate how far you've come. You gotta do that. And when you're in the midst of a struggle, keep moving forward. Forward is a pace, and know that the learning that will come out of it, if you choose to see it that way, the learning that will come out of it has the potential to be transformational. Certainly change worthy, but transformational, it's a whole different ballgame. So I hope this helps you. Again, please go ahead and share, subscribe. Hey, maybe your birthday gift to me is subscribing. I'd appreciate that so much. All right, take care. I will see you at the end of the week for Flip Your 20 Friday. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. Peace.